Alright, boys and girls, good morning. Good, so let's try it again. Good morning, boys and girls. Great. Now, I know I am special, and because I'm special, I want everybody to look at me. I got dressed up today so that you will pay attention to me. I put on nice shoes today so that you will pay attention to me. That means I want you to sit up nicely and make me feel special. I teach at Diamondville Government Primary School. Infants, and I love my job. Before I taught at Diamondville, I taught a little bit at Mokorapo Junior Secondary School, and I was a Spanish teacher for 4 years. So I speak Spanish fairly fluently too. Before I got to that point, however, I worked at Newsday as a sub-editor, and before that, I was a library technician for 2 years. When I was very small, I knew I wanted to be a teacher. I have always wanted to be a teacher. I don't know what it was about the job, but I loved the idea of being a teacher. Is there anybody here who wants to be a teacher? All of you who want to be teachers, come. And I want you to tell me.
Education is safe.
I want everybody to tell us what it is they like about being a teacher and job.
The big ones, yes.
My name is I want to be a teacher because I love to teach. My name is I want to be a teacher because I love to teach my baby brother.
Very good.
My name is Janessa. I want to be a teacher because I like to teach.
How are these teachers shy? You can't
Be able to stand in front of their class and tell them something. So those people in the back, they have to say something.
My name is Jerry Awachi and Ms. Donna. I'm a Sprinting Second.
Put your hands together.
My name is Matthias Noor and I want to be a teacher because I like to take care of children.
Foundation, look at him.
Let them step and face the class, sir.
All the teachers, stand back to the front.
Let's try something.
You can hear me.
Great. So, all coming to school every day and putting youth on the board and saying, learn your tables, learn your spelling. Teaching is much, 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 much more than that. As a matter of fact, when you're a teacher, your job never stops. Anybody thinks they know why? Then you don't really get more money for doing your work, but you want to know the secret why teaching your job never stops? Yes, but there is another reason why. How many of you have ever seen Miss Daniel going home on an afternoon? Or Mrs. Nottingham? What happens when they go with a car, yes, and what else they have? The car and papers, books, sometimes children. So you know what that means? While you are at home sleeping or maybe doing a little homework and complaining, Miss has work to do preparing for you for the next day. Teaching never stops. You're correcting papers, you're preparing work, you're trying to think of new things to say, well, I guess I didn't understand this today, you know. Let me see what I can do to help her tomorrow. Or you see Sakura seems to be working a little bit faster than everybody else. I have to get some extra work for Sakura to do so that she doesn't get bored and she can fit in that small circle where she wants to be after SU. That is what teaching is about. And more than that, teachers have to be nurses. When you fall down in school, who you run into, mommy? No. You run into your teacher, an miss or the principal. And miss has to know what to do to take care of you. So what the teacher does, if you get a bruise on your knee, go and sit down the child. Is that what Miss does? Miss has to clean it up and put a plaster. And if you get a more serious injury and it looks like your bone wants to come to the skin, what your teacher has to do? Carry you to the hospital. So the teachers are the people. The teachers are the people who have an injury in school. Teachers also have to be detectives. You know why? Not to kill children. Oh my God, help us. God has to take care of us. Some time ago, a little child came to me and said, Miss, my mommy put an apple in my lunch kit and a yogurt, and I don't have my yogurt. So what do you think Miss had to do? Find out who took it. So I had to play detective and patrol to ask questions and find out when the yogurt went and where. You know what was funny about that story? You know what was funny? She had eaten her yogurt and she forgot. All the questions and investigate. Her sister said, but Miss, she eat the yogurt in the bus this morning. So teachers also have to be detectives. So far, that is 2 jobs. We have 3 jobs. We preparing work for you. We correcting your work. We have to be nurses or doctors to take care of you when you get hurt. And then we have to be detectives. But that is not all. It doesn't stop there, you know. Psychologist too. Anybody? Come on here, come and tell us. It has to do with science, yes.
He has all the bees done.
Somebody who does help you with your problems.
Somebody who helps us with problems.
So,
give him a clap. Alright? Good. So sometimes on a morning when we reach the school, you might see a child who is not her usual self or his usual. Sometimes you might even see the child cry. And teachers don't leave you to cry. What the teacher will do?
Ask you what happened.
Ask you what happened. Very good. And in asking you what happened, we try to help you with your problems. So teachers have to be psychologists too. Anybody counting how many different? 5. Let's see if we could go over them again. Preparing work. Preparing and correcting work, that's 1. The next one was being a nurse or a doctor. Next one was Being a detective also we had 4. And this one is being a psychologist. Good. So now, sometimes after we investigate and we find out as a detective and we find out who took the snap, or as a psychologist you find out that somebody in class is hurting other people, you have to be police. And you have to play judge. Because as a police officer and a judge, you have to arrest the person so that they stop hurting other people or they stop stealing. So we're up to 6 jobs now. And as a judge, you have to decide how you are going to deal with the offender or the person who is hurting other people. You still think teaching is just coming and writing on the board in the day? No, it's not. So that's 6 jobs. And then, sometimes, you even have to kind of be a friend to your students. And not friend to play with and be giggling all day. A real friend who would give you good advice. Who will say, what you're supposed to be doing now. So that is 7 different things that teachers have to do on a daily basis. Every day, every day, every day. For me, I know that teachers could never, ever get paid how much they should be. Because as I told you, sometimes 3 o'clock in the morning when everybody else is sleeping, we are there preparing work. Sometimes you might be lying and I might be out with my friends. That doesn't happen often. But when it does happen, my mind might run on a child and say, you know, I feel like to try that coffee. You never stop. And then you also have to be a parent too. Because even sometimes here in camp, I look at you with your teachers, I see how you interact with Auntie Nye and Auntie Karen, and you go for your little hug. Or Miss will rub your back like a parent. So now we reach 8. And there are so many more things that we do. So many more things that teachers do every day. But for me, as I was saying, the reward is not how much money I get. Yes, I need the money because I can't go in high-low and say, I'm a teacher, give me this. Can't do that. I have to pay for what I need. The reward, real reward, at the end of the year, I see one of my children who couldn't read and they leave my class being able to read. Right? But we also have to sing, because if I come and I just stand up and talk, you will get bored. Like I see people getting bored now, so let's stand and sing a little song real quick.
Let's stand, everybody, let's stand. Everybody shake it off and give it back to the devil.
Because we have been here and now, so special, we're going to sing Jesus Loves Me. You believe that? Jesus loves me. Let me hear you say that. Jesus loves me. Jesus not cookie, are you?